my goodness. What is going on here? Jesus is Lord. Did we just win? Did we just taste more success on our travels? Oh my goodness. People, let me tell you something, yeah? I am delighted. The more it sinks in, the more my lips just gather up more moisture in cheersing to that performance. I've run out of apple juice. I'm not even prepared. So I'm going to have to go with orange juice. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Big up to the chat. What are you saying? Big up to the chat. Everybody, get your glasses of Robinson's juice, your Capri Suns, your apple juice, whatever you've got. Your cranberry juice. Get it all out because today is the start of a new day. It's a new dawn, as they say. Lukaku is in town. He's home. The homecoming dance has begun. You know, we had a few people dancing today. We had Mason Mount dancing with Mari from Madagascar. We had, you know, a little bit of dancing from Lukaku on the right touchline when he floored one of them brothers as well. We had a lot of dancing today at the Emirates. It was quite a nice time. I must say, I've missed this feeling, winning against Arsenal. You know, people will say, oh, Matisse, why are you so excited? Why are you so happy? Because I haven't felt this in so long. When was the last time we beat this lot? It was like years ago. Years ago. So I have to enjoy it because it's been so long since we come to this ground and we've done the business. We've done what we was meant to do, which is win. You win. You win when you come here. This is what you're meant to be doing. You can't, again, I keep saying it, you can't banter Arsenal. Mid-table club, no Europe. You can't do that and then not treat them as such. Treat others how you wish to be treated. Correct? Is that not what your mother's told you? These brothers, they play like a mid-table team. They have a mid-table lineup. So we must treat them as such. Must we not? We must. And thank goodness today, for once, because usually we don't. Usually we come on some sort of charity thing. Oxfam United. Do you know what I mean? Red Nose DFC. Sometimes we like to come here and we like to drop our pants and we like to spread our legs and do a madness. But today we decide to keep it clean, keep it correct, and keep the score nice and calm. I was hoping for a 3-4. I'm not going to lie, at halftime. Things were getting sticky icky. I thought to myself, okay, we might be able to run rampage. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. But a good, solid 2-0 win in front of the clock end with all them big protests and parades that have been going on before the game. I still haven't caught up and found out what's going on there. It's good to come here and do the business. Because let's make no mistake, people, if we want to win the title, if we want to challenge for the title, forget about winning. If you even want to challenge, you have to come to places like this and win. You absolutely have to come to places like this and win. Now, before we start, you know, wanking off to our own performance, which we'll do plenty of when Dami gets here, commiserations to Arsenal, because they've got Man City next. You know, that's 2 defeats in a row for Arsenal on the trot, and they've got Man City next. So we need to bear that in mind. Tread carefully when you lot speak. You know what I mean? You need to, you know what I mean, pay your commiserations to the man them in North, on the north side of the River Thames, because it's long. I know we're above the River Thames on the north side as well, but it dips. It's like a loop. Don't worry about the details. Okay, we're south. I've seen them analyzing Lukaku's game. I've seen them talking about, you know, his performance, and I agree with every word. You know why? Because I had it on mute, so I don't know what they said. But in my opinion, that was the complete performance from Romelu Lukaku. Let me make that very clear. Complete. Not half-assed. There's nothing you can say after a performance like that to bash him. Because I know coming into this Premier League, he's got to prove himself again for some reason, even though he did great the first time. But unfortunately, scoring enough goals as a striker is not enough for some of you tapped individuals, okay? But in saying all that, he's here to prove himself, apparently. Well, that was a perfect start on the way to proving yourself. All of the deficiencies and the worries and the complaints and the aggro that we got as Chelsea fans when we signed him, he hasn't got this, he can't do that, he's got big feet, he's a Timberland boots, this, that, the third. Saeed, I am coming for you on the big 6. You said what shoe size is he picking up at JD Sports? He's picking up the right size. He's picking up the right size, okay? Timberland boots? No, more like glue, yeah? Now it's glue. It's not Timberland boots anymore. Now it's glue. Now it is glue. The ball stuck to him like a magnet. It was beautiful. Every time Chelsea, and they tested his touch. You know them Chelsea players, I thought to them, you know what? I've seen a lot of rumours on social media. You see, he hasn't got a first touch. So what we're going to do today, boys, is we're going to fizz the ball into him at 100 miles per hour. Let's see if he can handle it. And that's what Mason Mount did. And that's what Mateo Kovacic did. And that's what Jorginho did. And they did it. They fizzed the ball into him. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Surprise, surprise. It stuck. It stuck. Let me say that again if you didn't hear me. See them tears, them tasty Manchester United tears today after they drew. And then they thought they saw Timberland boots was going to come and fuck up the show. Them tasty fucking tears. Yeah? It stuck. It stuck. And now that we know that he's got a touch, now we can start to talk about all the other strengths that you man them wanted to miss out on. The running into the channels today. The hold-up play. The finish. Tap in. Yeah? But you know why it's all good for him to do the tap in? Because he did the build-up play. So it's all good. It's like Berbatov. You set up the chance, then no problem if you want to do a tap in. Not a problem. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. The header. What a save from Leno. What a save. An unbelievable save from Leno that tipped it onto the crossbar. We almost had ourselves a header. It's been a while since I've been able to say that a striker at this football club, other than Giroud, but now with the mobility, has the heading ability. It's like when you have a FIFA card and you level up. It's like when you have a FIFA card and you rank up. You go from silver to gold. I don't know what they do these days in the Ultimate Team. Inform card. Call it what you want. Giroud had good heading ability. He had good hold up, but he didn't have the pace. So what did we do? We leveled up. We leveled up with someone with some pace. And now he's deceptively quick. Like I said, he skinned someone on the right-hand side in the second half, left them on the floor. On the floor, begging for mercy, wondering when will it be over? Kind sir, please can you stop? When will the massacre be done? When will we stop playing this game? When is the final whistle, ref? Mari today. Holding today. Hold me close. Hold him close, Arsenal fans. Hold him close. Because that brother is scared shitless today. He is worried. He didn't have a clue what's going on. Not a clue what's going on today. Make it stop. Oh, please, God, make it stop. That's what they said. No, we're here to stay. We're here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. I felt sorry for those centre-backs today because physically, Lukaku is a different specimen. Absolutely different specimen. Like I said, you could fizz the ball into him and you can see the difference it makes for Chelsea when they're playing the great game of football. When you want to build up your play, sometimes it has to be slow. If you can't rely on your striker to fizz it into him physically to deal with centre-backs. How many times did that pass bop off the striker's foot or they get out-muscled and we lose possession? With Lukaku, as long as he's in front of the defender, you can put the ball into him. He will hold them off and bring others into play. Very similar to what Giroud did. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The way that we were able to attack vertically, not having to go out wide all the time. We were able to go straight through the heart, dagger through the heart, through the veins, through the bones, the core, everything. Cut through like knife through butter every time. Because as soon as the passing lane to Lukaku is open, put it into him. Because he just sucks up the ball. He sucks it up. It's like it gravitates to him. And thank God, the rumors about his touch was incorrect. Thank God. Bambo, I apologize. I love you, but I apologize what I'm about to do. I apologize. What a performance. What a performance. So he was incredible today, and he really did deserve that second goal. I was hoping that he would score the second goal in front of the fans. Obviously, we know our away supporters in the second half were a lot easier to get to in terms of celebrations. Unfortunately, we couldn't. I love the celebrations, though, for both of our goals. You know, tapping that crest, tapping that badge. Do you know what I mean? Really showing it some love. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm going to enjoy this, people. Because for you, it's just a mid-table win. But for me, it's been a long time since we beat Arsenal. And it's been a long time coming. So I'm going to make sure I enjoy it today. especially when I had Joel on this week, giving it lip. We're going to beat you. All right, cool. Definitely going to have to give it lip back now. So really good performance. I want to go through the rest of the team because I thought the defense in the first half was a bit shaky. We definitely conceded some chances. I thought Arsenal were very, very dangerous down the left-hand side. I love the passion merchants. Facts. Especially on your review show. If you don't get any passion, then the review show's been done wrong. We have time to calm down later. Right now, I'm on an adrenaline. I'm drinking apple juice. Actually, it's orange juice. So God knows what that will do to me. But, you know, down that left-hand side, Tierney, Saka, they were causing us problems. Second half, we was a lot better. Aspilicueta came into the game, second half, and was very mature in the second half. I thought he made some mistakes first half. Second half, he made some very important blocks. Let's have it right. You know, Aspilicueta made some very important blocks. He made a very good 1v1 tackle as well. I believe against Saka, I think in the second half. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he had some really important blocks and clearances in the second half that stopped us from conceding. I was just happy to get the clean sheet. That's 2 games now, 2 clean sheets. Today, defensively, we was a lot weaker. I thought last week we were a lot better defensively. But again, you're coming up against a weaker team in Crystal Palace. So what do you expect? No shots conceded until like the 60th minute. Today was a little bit more difficult. But we rode through the challenges, people. Yes, it was difficult, but we got through. We got through it. Dami, when you're ready, you give me a thumbs up and I'll let you loose, bro. You're ready to go now? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, then let me just make some room, please. Because I've got a second lion who's found his roar. What are you saying?
We're live and direct, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea 2, Arsenal 0, and we rolled them into a massive spliff. Man, them were telling me before the game that Rob Holding would hold Lukaku. This man bodied him like Undertaker and WWE, fam. What are we chatting about? This is Chelsea FC, title challengers FC, the UCL winners of last year. And people didn't think we're going to come on smoke. People didn't think we're going to come on smoke, Matisse. Did you see what we've got in a striker up front? The sheer audacity of him to bully all those defenders. He really came back to the league and said, I am the new captain here. He was like, Drogba, you know what? I know you were in charge before, but I am the new captain here. Batiste, he had everybody on strings. He had Chelsea players knowing exactly where to put the ball to. They were delivering the ball into his feet at every given opportunity they had. He was holding up Arsenal defenders, and because of that, players like Reece James. Why do you think Reece James played so well today? Because there was enough space created. Who created that space? Big Rom. Why was Mason able to get that open play assist? Because Lukaku was able to drag out the defenders to create the opportunity for him to take his time and release the ball. Why do you think Holding was trying to fake injuries on the pitch? Because of Lukaku, bro. Because of Lukaku. We've got a big ball in our hands, you know, Matisse. And now that we've got this guy and I've seen him against these Arsenal guys, I see, before we started the season, I said it had to be a big title, but now I can say it with full chest. I said it with half chest before because of what I saw in the UCL. Now I can say with full chest. Manchester City, we are coming for your blood clots. Watch out.
Do you know what, bro? We spoke about it a little bit at halftime. I was so excited I had to ring you. The difference that he makes, it's more and it's everything that I wanted, really. I said it after the first half. If I could have hoped and prayed last night in my bed for the first goal to be scored like that, I would have. Because I think the person who has been robbed the most is Reece James. James, over the last few years, has been robbed in broad daylight with no police to protect him. Time and time again, robbed. Because how many times, bro, did we see that ball go across the box? Nobody's there. It's ghost town. Nobody's there. But today, Lukaku is there, anticipating the cross, understanding. And that's before they've even trained together regularly to get the chemistry and the understanding there. Because we saw for the second one, Reece tried to pull it back. Lukaku wanted it near post again. They had a little discussion after, during a corner, when a corner was about to be taken. They said, listen, let's get the P's and Q's back here. Because me and you are going to wreak havoc this season. I mean, and bro, Mason Mount, you spoke about it there, but open play assist. And so close to a second one as well. The crossbar with the header.
Yeah. Like, my thing is, Matisse, I'll be honest with you. initially I wanted it to be a lot more, the Lukaku goal, I wanted it to be a lot more theatrical and a lot more, but the more I think about it, I am satisfied with that goal. It wasn't the flashiest goal, but the truth is, we have lacked those kind of. When was the last time we scored a goal like that? Think about it.
Bro, that was Man City-esque, wasn't it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? We have lacked scoring those goals. How many times have we seen Eden Hazard of old fizzling crosses across the box, or Reece James, or Ben Chilwell, or Marcus Alonso? There's somebody in there, and not just him. Havertz was right in behind with the space that had just been created. Yep. Same with Mason Mount. I'm back onto Mason Mount. Open assist merchants, where are you? Come outside. Come outside. We're here. Present, you know what I mean? The teacher did roll calls and we are present, big man. Where are you, man, now? That didn't, I mean, or maybe because, do you know what, Matisse? That don't count, innit? That's not open play.
He didn't use his weak foot.
Because there was too much space around him, so that doesn't count. He needs to do it when there's tightness. You know what I'm saying? But on the road, though, like, Matisse, come on. See, I don't know who you gave the man of the match. I don't know if you've discussed that yet, but
I haven't.
This game is a brilliant performance. The only criticism I have, and it's a bit serious, not like the JQ one I put before. I want us to score a few more. We could have scored more goals. We could have scored more goals. That's my only. And it's. I'm not worried because, like you said, you see Reece James and Lukaku talking about where the ball should go next time. You're going to see. Didn't you realize? And I noticed this. Tell me if you noticed as well. Havertz and Mount got a lot more comfortable moving into the box as the game progressed. Almost as if they were like, oh, there's actually space there now. You know, we don't need to really worry too much. Do you know? No, it's not even a dig at the Vernon or anything, but that's just my observation. So for me, this team can only get better. And although I've criticized the fact that we could have scored more goals, next game I'm not worried. I am fully not worried.
The thing is as well, even though we kept the clean sheet, the defense wasn't at its brilliant best today. You still have Thiago Silva to potentially come into that. And we know how strong our defense is in this system as well. Obviously, Kante comes on late on. So we know we can defend. So as long as we don't lose that from last season, we can only get better with this attack. Like I said, more training sessions, more understanding with Lukaku. But you can see he is a goal getter. He's a goal getter. And that header, it was an unbelievable save from Leno to tip it onto the crossbar. Usually, you think that goes in. And that's his second goal. It's 3-0. The game's done. But it was a brilliant header. But like you said with Mason Mount, you know, he's creating chances in open play. And this is why, towards the end of last season, I tried to say, let's not get onto, because people say, oh, we need to sign a creator. Let's not get onto our creators too much. I know the quality of chances can be better, yes, but let's not get onto our creators too much until we see a top striker up front. Because now there's no excuse. Now there is no excuse. You can hit Lukaku from the channels in behind. You can get him in the air. And he can finish, and he can hold up the ball. So he's pretty complete as it gets. So there's no excuse now for no assists this season. There's no excuse for not getting assists. Unless Lukaku drops a stinker, which I don't think he's going to do. He knows the league. I expect goals. Everybody should be getting a decent amount of assists if they want to. Do you know what I mean? 100%. I mean, what did you make of Trevor not being in the team? Did you really mind when the starting 11 came out?
I mean, before I even get to Trevor, I want to just add on to your point of Lukaku as well. Like today, he has shown us that he will score what you give him. So he showed us that he could score your tapping. He also showed you that if people are trying to form walls of China in front of the goalpost, he will take a shot. He has shown you if you put the ball in the air, he will put his head on it as well. Do you know what I mean? And he has shown you if he needs to have quick feet in the box, he can do that as well. So every type of chance that this team can create is ready to score. Yeah. And that for me is not something I have seen since Diego Costa. Genuinely, I haven't seen anything like this since Diego Costa. But speaking on Trevor, I can't lie to you. I obviously had a space with Carefree Youth, Oli Glanville, and Joe Tweedy, and we all felt like he was going to keep up that momentum and getting involved. I was quite surprised to see that he didn't play. I could understand it because once again, Trevor had two really great games. I'm not going to take that away from him, but maybe Tuchel was looking more to an experience of backline. Obviously, I know Thiago Silva didn't get in there, but I feel that that's due to lack of match fitness. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but you could see with the fact that I put Reece James at the back there, Rudiger, Christensen, he wanted to be safe and sound with that team because, like, you could clearly tell this Chelsea team are going to have a lot of the ball, which we did in certain spells of the game. We're going to have a lot of the ball, and when Arsenal try to catch us on transition, he wants centre backs that are very familiar with each other and they don't start misplacing their positioning and things like that. So I understood it. Yeah. I'm hoping to see Trevor back against like an Aston Villa or whatever, but I hope this isn't the end. I don't think it will be the end, but let's just see how the season progresses, because like I said in my match review that's out on my channel now, we've got 4 very critical games upcoming. Like I said to people, I feel like if we can get if we get 9, 10, 12 points in these next 4 games, the whole league will know. We've already told them we're challenging, but that will show us our intent. So I'm curious to see what happens with Trevor. But I mean, what did you think? I mean, him not coming out, because it was a bit surprising, but I understood it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he would start, but then at the same time, in a game like this, I know it's mid-table Arsenal, but we have a poor record against them. It's a big game. It's a London derby. And Azpilicueta, you know, I know first half our defense was a bit ropey, but second half I thought Azpilicueta was really good. You want your captain on the pitch. And I thought at right wing back in my preview, I definitely wanted Reece James. So I had Trevor Chalobah to play and Reece James, but Reece James today showed his value. Goal and an assist, he had to play. So I think if Trevor had played, he might have put Azpilicueta at right wing back and gone with the experience to cover him. So I wasn't really too disappointed from that perspective, because I wanted Reece James at right wing back today to see what he could do with Lukaku in that link up. I said it. I think Reece James to Lukaku is going to be the most said sentence this season for Chelsea fans in terms of that link up. You can see them having a few little communications as well during the game. Reece James's delivery is incredible. Mason Mount put in a really good ball, like I said, for the header. So we got good deliverers of the ball for Lukaku's headpiece. So his head has just got to get on the end of these chances and start putting them in, and it's a problem. And that's what we always lacked. Now we have someone that we can cross to in a variety of ways, and they can deal with it each time. Whether it's on the floor, in the air, hit with pace, he can deal with it. So yeah, I'm not. It's Thomas Tuchel. It's very difficult to go against him and to argue. You just accept the greatness and you keep it moving. Do you know what I mean? Football Skills says light work on to the next. Really appreciate it, bro. Notorious says that Bambo, go out on loan to PSG. Arsenal is stressing you, bro. Listen, Lee Gunner's gone out on loan to Man City. You can go out on loan. You can go out on loan.
I went on to Lee's channel for like 15 or 20 minutes during the game, and Arsenal fans, they don't even know, like, do you know what it is? It was, obviously, they were quite annoyed that their team were losing, but they were actually terrified because, like, everybody is starting to see what this Chelsea team can do. Do you know what I mean with these? Because if we're breaking the game down from a timestamp perspective, Arsenal started quite well.
They did. They caused problems down the left,
Yeah, they started that quite well. Even I tweeted on my second account, I basically said, oh, listen, I feel like the wing back. I mean, when I tweeted that, funny enough, we scored a goal, so my jinx worked. But I feel like on the wing, on both channels, on both wings, you know what I mean? I felt like they were dominating us because there was a lot of pace. Like I said, Alonso is starting. It shocked me a bit. Obviously, Alonso is in form, and we know. I feel like Alonso is just being played right now until he drops his
clanger. Yes.
Yeah,
and you are stinky.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Drop his stinky boxer somewhere on the pitch, and then they will yank him off eventually. So he played, and then obviously Saka and these brothers, they had them a bit or whatever. But this Chelsea team showed that, no worries in it. But we can dominate, we can counter-attack, we can control the ball. There's nothing this team can't do. Everybody can see that. Now that we have that striker, we were serious last year, but now they know we are not just seriousness, we are capable as well.
Do you know what? I think a player like Lukaku will help us against low blocks and high lines. Because like you said, we can counter. You see Lukaku towards the end of that game where Arsenal started to push their defensive line up a bit higher. He skinned someone on the right-hand side. He has deceptively quick pace to hit them on the break in behind. We know Werner can be good in transition on the break as well. Mason Mount, Kai is very deceptively quick. Only Ziyech, you would say, is not the quickest. But even Ziyech against Man City, when we transitioned against them, he would find himself in the box and get goals. So we've got a team that can counter. We know that. Then, low blocks. You know, a lot of people were questioning it. Maybe Lukaku's going to struggle. From this version of Lukaku that I'm seeing against low blocks, he can score headers. You know, I have no worry about that in the box. But also, you can fizz the ball into him. I was saying before you got it, we can fizz the ball into him at pace. against the low block, and then he can bring others into the game, similar to what Giroud did. Now, whether he'll be as good as Giroud with those little deft touches around the box, I doubt it. Giroud was one of the greatest at that. Like Giroud is kind of a freak of nature when it comes to link-up play for a striker, because he can do these little flicks and these deft touches that very few others can. He's got little twinkle toes sometimes, but Lukaku doesn't need to be that good. He just needs to be solid, and that's what he was today. He would, first touch was on point. He got involved in the build-up play like we saw at Inter Milan. He dropped deep, laid it off, and he got into the box. It was brilliant.
What he lacks in build-up play, he brings you in pace. Do you know what I mean? Like, his build-up play is quite good, like you said. It's already, obviously, Giroud is the creme de la creme. Like, young strikers should look up to Giroud for link-up play. I mean, some of the players in the world, the Mbappes of this world, the Hazards of this world, I've said he's one of the best at it when it comes to being a target man that holds up the ball. Lukaku, even for France as well, you see his effect on that France team. But like I said, for me, Lukaku, for what he lacks in that sort of Giroud level build-up, he brings pace onto the pitch, Matisse. He brings pace. There were times in the game where Arsenal lost the ball. Lukaku retrieved it, and he was the one that started progressing attacks. He's capable. He can run as well. Not as fast as the others in and around him, but he can get going. Do you know what I mean? And once he gets going, like we saw, players can't do much about it. So it's
so strong. You can't get the ball off him.
Bro, like, I keep telling people don't understand, like, to be that size, because I'm around Lukaku's size as well. Like, to be that size and to be that quick and be that strong, that is a menace. That is a running menace. I'm telling you, that right there, okay, that's a beast incarnate, bruv. I'm telling you right now. He is going to do some serious damage to backlines this season. Just watch it. Because look at it. He's like, let's go back to that first goal. I'm just touch on it a little bit. In that first goal, not only he held off about 3-4 people, okay? Once he releases the ball to, I believe, was it to Reece James? I believe he released the ball straight to Reece James.
For the first goal, he released it to Mateo Kovacic. Yeah.
Was it Kovacic?
Kovacic.
He released it to someone, and then once he does that, on the half turn, he turns in and he's starting to dart straight into the box. By the time the ball is with James, Lukaku is already in the box and there's nothing you can do about it.
Exactly.
Bro, he has shown you his strength, his intelligence, okay, and his speed, plus finishing within the space of 5 seconds. We haven't had that in ages.
For the first goal, we saw everything that he brings. I'm telling you, everyone's saying in the comments, Ben White got lucky today. Ben White, I wouldn't be surprised if he did this on purpose. I wouldn't be surprised if he was out there licking London bus stops, licking pavements and licking concrete to try and catch the virus, so he wasn't involved today. I wouldn't be surprised, because why would you want to be involved? You see Lukaku talking the way he's talking, beating his chest like he's in the Wolf of Wall Street, doing all that, saying, I'm back and I'm better, in a deep voice. And what are you going to do? No, go and lick some bus stops, bro. There's no point getting involved at all. Wish him well in his recovery, but he made the right decision. I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to be in that game either. I would definitely rather be at home.
I wouldn't want to be in it. I'm telling you. Like, bro, getting the ball off Lukaku, is like trying to get 4G in the underground. You will never be able to do it, fam. You can't do it. It's not possible. Let him see what you see with the ball, you move. I'm telling you, just move. Because you can't do it. The only defender I can think of in the Prem right now that has the physical presence to potentially do anything to this guy is possibly Van Dijk. But other than that, I can't think of anybody else. Honestly, bro.
I'm telling you, you know what, with Van Dijk, we're going to see next week. We're going to see very soon. I'm looking forward to it, because Van Dijk likes to jockey his strikers, but with Lukaku, I don't know if jockeying is the right decision. So we're going to see very quickly. We're going to see very quickly how that plays out. But my goodness gracious, when I'm telling you that performance from him, it just gave me so much life. Saj is very quiet next door. You know, he said to me he was going to come and talk to me if Arsenal score. And obviously Lukaku had a lot of salt without pepper in his veins, and I'm not seeing anything from him today. Very quiet in there. You know, maybe he's taken a little nap. I don't know. But we'll see him on the roundabout bright and early tomorrow morning. So don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Carefree Youth spamming the emojis. Big up Carefree Youth. Congratulations on your new job. What a time to decide to join Football London and start covering full-time Chelsea. As soon as Lukaku enters the building, you decide to start covering them full-time. You are ahead of the curve, sir. You've
ahead
picked the
of
right.
the-
You've made
I
the right
see-
decision.
Like I said to Kev Reef on the space the other day as well, Lukaku, I mean, we all said it. He was going to cook, and cook he did.
Oh,
he cooked. He cooked.
And he has
Easy to
ingredients.
have a hat-trick.
He has ingredients. Who is your man of the match, actually? A lot of people are saying man of the match, Reece James. I kind of want to give it to Lukaku, but Reece James as well, man. It was a great goal and
Reece James
assist.
was good. Reece James was phenomenal. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is somebody before the game, people felt he would not be able to keep up with Tierney on the left-hand side. He managed to lock him down quite a few. Obviously, Tierney got past him a few times, but
Tierney was good.
Reece James held it down defensively. Offensively, he was brilliant. He done everything you require in the right back. You know what I mean? He was running the channels very nicely, putting balls into the box. Very good balls as well, as per usually Reece James fashion. His positioning was also quite excellent. He was his positioning and his running. Those diagonal runs that got him into the box on time to be able to get that goal. So it was brilliant. But Matisse, for me, debut tax aside, Lukaku, what he brought to this team today was unbelievable. Genuinely, he changed the dynamic of our attack. Honestly speaking, because Matisse, this team was attempting multiple variations of goals. Yeah. We tried more variations of goals than their COVID variants, bro. That's how many times with different things we tried. We were trying to get headers in the box. Do you know what I'm saying? Trying to get headers in the box. We're trying tap-ins in the box. People were taking shots. We're making vertical runs in behind the opposition lines. Bro, there were so many different things. And all these things, see, Reece James doesn't get man of the match out today without Lukaku on this team. And that's on facts.
It's true.
That's on facts. And what did I say before the season started? The mark of a good signing, not only can he do things himself, which he did today, he improved the players around him. He got Reece James a goal and an assist, Matisse. Come on. Come on.
Because that could have easily... Yeah, that could have easily been a very normal Reece James performance where Reece James is doing very well. He's creating opportunities, but there's nobody there. So then he doesn't get the recognition and the notice that he deserves. Now, I'm thinking Reece James this season is finally going to be given the plaudits and the claps and the love that he deserves. Because he is going to create chances and they are going to be in the back of the net now. You know, it's like being a chef if you're Reece and you're in the kitchen cooking all day long. Your hands are sweaty, knees like spaghetti. Yeah, you are cooking. Cooking. You are cooking to your heart's content. You are cooking until your heart's content. But the only issue is nobody's hungry. Nobody wants to eat. Werner was not hungry. He had a stomach bug. We don't know. You know, like nobody's hungry. But now there is a big guy up front, the bull, the beast, the Drogba regen, Diego Costa, fear in your eyes type striker, and he will eat. You put it on the plate and he will eat it, lap it up, no problem. There you go. Thank you so much. Do you know what I mean? Here's a tip. So there we go. I mean, I can't disagree with you because, like I said, from a GA standpoint, Reece is obviously the man of the moment. But from just in terms of the difference that Lukaku makes to this team, it felt like watching a new Chelsea team today. Like, it's actually crazy how one guy can make such a difference to the whole team. It was crazy. It was like watching a whole different team today. I've been, for the last few years, watching a Chelsea team that are a little bit light up front. But yeah, they can get some goals, but they're not really that physically imposing. They got some floaters. They got some guys that drift into nice positions. They take up nice zones. They got nice flicks. They got some nice tricks up their sleeve. You know, Mason Mount can jockey a guy. He can make a guy dance and fall over. We saw that. You know, Kai's got some nice flicks as well. Werner's got some pace. Ziyech has got some tricks up his sleeve as well. Abraham can get some goals. But nobody that could just take over that position and say, it's mine. And I'm not moving. Do you know what I mean? Nobody's moving this brother today. I'm just thinking, how am I going to get him into my fantasy team? He's so goddamn expensive. I think what I'll do is I'll just go with Reece James.
You're trying to buy him now when stocks are high.
Listen, I might just go with Reece James and let him feast, and then I will just pick up my points like that because I don't think I can afford this brother. He's definitely, you know, it's only a matter of time before the fantasy gods push him that little extra, that little 0.1. You know, when they do that, when someone's doing well, they turn from 12.5 to 12.6 and then nobody can buy them. Some bullshit like that. I mean, obviously we had, you know, the protest. Did you see anything? Because I just want to gather some information. Did you see a protest today? Because I surely didn't.
According to my sources at Arsenal HQ, I was told that there were
Tap in
about
news. Any news? Tap in news.
Yes, tap in news. There were about 8 people present at that protest, of which 5 were YouTubers and the other 3 were some randoms. You know what I'm saying? Man like Turkish, big up Turkish. He was one of those 8 people as well.
Oh shit! Are you being serious with the figure 8?
Bro, I'm not. You think I'm joking?
Oh, you're not joking,
bro.
8 people.
Tapping news is accurate. What are we talking about? You don't mess about with my news, bro. This is live and correct information I got from a legitimate source. Arsenal fans. I'm not even joking, bro. There were 8 people at the protest. There were 8 people at that protest, bro. I'm not even joking. There were 8 people at that protest, and that was it. These Arsenal fans make a lot of noise, chat a lot of grease, and they don't show up. 8.
This is why now I know why Livs gets so frustrated. You obviously have him on your weekly show. I had him on to stand in for Lee a couple of weeks ago as well. He keeps saying this. When it comes to Arsenal protests, he can't take them seriously because the brothers don't turn up. All it took was Wodegaard to get signed, a brother that you already had. It's like Chelsea fans getting gassed up on fumes on Mateo Kovacic arriving at Chelsea when he's already been on loan. We've already seen him. He's not new. He is literally the same brother. Do you know what I mean? Why are you getting so frothy about a signing that you've already had 5 months on loan and the brother didn't even rip up trees? Yeah, it's got some potential, but that shouldn't make you cancel a whole protest. Wodegaard, you're cancelling a protest because of Wodegaard. What happened to Maddison? What happened to Basuma? What happened to a new right back that can actually maybe save the environment instead of faking that he's going to plant trees and then not even winning games? Huh? And we're out here still breathing in this CO2 emissions because of Hector, who's out here stripping in Milan. Ridiculous. This is why I get so angry about Hector Bellerin. You're not my player, but I've got kids and grandkids on the way. Not on the way, like one day. Not like nothing's happened. Nobody's pregnant. All right? Relax. Pause.
You didn't use a Johnny, yeah? You didn't use a Johnny.
Pause.
Next time you just use a Johnny.
Future generations are counting on Hector Bellerin to do a madness. And I'm not seeing anything. Honest to God, I'm not seeing anything. It's a madness. So, listen, Arsenal, I wish you, I don't even say I'm going to wish you the best, but I wish you whatever happens.
No? What do you mean?
I wish whatever happens does happen.
Do you know what I said? See, this might put me in trouble. I don't care. Do you know what I said on Lee's channel? I said, listen, for me, right, as a football fan, it's sad to see them declining. As a Chelsea fan, Arsenal can rest in peace. They can rest in peace. I don't even care. Listen, if you want to go down to Division 69, that's none of my problems. You know what I'm saying? Because, Matish, remember when Arsenal fans were loud back in the day? Their time is up.
They used to walk around Hollywood Way, Hollyway Road. They used to walk around with black gloves, grabbing up man, saying, "Yo, where's your golden title?
Fam, where's your golden trophy? Do you know what I mean? The one you painted yourselves, illegal thing. These man went to steal gold from the reserves and they painted their trophy and their click. Nah, Arsenal fans.
I was up at the Emirates Stadium, this week twice to just smell the surroundings and get a little bit of a stench for what was going on at football club. I know Sophie did the video as well. She was looking for the Champions League trophy. Many Chelsea fans have gone up there this week to pay homage, to pay respects to, the fall of your football club. I went up there respectfully. I went up there with my Chelsea top the first time, but that was because it was new and I wanted to flex because it's new. And I'm going to get Lukaku on the back of it tomorrow. Second time, I go up to the Emirates. You know what I do? I dress up in black. In this top, I dress up in black and I pay my respects outside the Emirates in front of their statues, and I pay my respects. I'm a very respectful guy. But when Joe comes on here this week, running his mouth saying, rare tete, I've tagged you on Instagram. Make sure you watch my video, Joe. Make sure you watch. It's there, ready for you. Lap it up, enjoy. I've got my sunglasses on. I'm doing the most. Also today, and I want to touch on this briefly before we get back to our headline act. Livramento got a man of the match performance against Manchester United. I hate to say it, but the secret agents continue. They're out. The secret agents are out. doing business. 18-year-old Livramento got man the match against Man United, docked points. What do you make of that? Huh?
I mean,
Is he better than Adama Traore now or no?
Why are you dragging Traore? What's he done to you?
Yo, Carefree Youth is here. Carefree Youth is in the chat. Talk to me about Livramento being better than Adama Traore. Please. When are they going to start listening?
You know them ones. See on the team bus. I'm sure Reece James probably saw Livramento. Was like, nah, we've got to step up our game today as well. Do you know, I'm coming from. That's exactly what happened because Livramento, yeah, that guy was on sauce. Do you know what I mean? This guy put in people that didn't get to catch any because I caught a few clips of it. If you didn't see how well this guy played, he played so well that some people are trying to. As Roman secretary, I heard that in the club they're trying to call up Marina to terminate the contract situation at Southampton so he can come back. You know what I'm saying? That's how well this brother played today. See, Cobham is the gift that keeps on producing. We've always said this. There's a reason why there are buyback clauses in these brothers' contracts. Do you know where I'm coming from? No Ballon d'Or clauses in their contract, none of that nonsense. We're coming through with buyback clauses, the only clauses that matter. Because we've got players like Livramento who can, don't be shocked if you see him back at this club in the next 3 to 4 years. I'm telling you.
Bro, it could even be less time than that. I'm seeing Chelsea fans on the TL. I'm seeing the same Chelsea fans that were telling me that we should go and buy Gymshark representative Adama Traore on steroids for £35 million sterling of Elizabeth's good, clean currency on this brother. We should sign him and not give Academy Player of the Year a chance. Now, regardless, Academy of the Player of the Year, he leaves, he wants to go on pastures new and play football. But my debate was always, if they're not world-class, leave them at home. Leave them at home. It was Hakimi or bust. And we didn't get Hakimi, so we should have grabbed Tino and we should have said, listen, you're not going anywhere, sir. You are part of the first team this season and you are going to be blended in like fine wine on a steak and you are going to be playing very soon, sir. Because can you imagine now, Livramento, who's got very good delivery, setting up Lukaku with Reece James. Lord. Homegrown FC, that would have been tasty. Listen, I don't mind. I don't mind if we have to pay 40 million to get him back. So it will just prove once again to Chelsea fans that when we don't hype up everybody, we only hype the best. And when you win Academy Player of the Year, you need to sit up and take notice because they are not one of the bottle. They are the special one. He is the special one. He's literally put Kyle Walker-Peters on the bench immediately. And that's a good guy. He's a good guy, you know. He's got a family and kids.
Bro, this brother came from and said, you know what? Once again, look at me in the eyes. He looked at him and said, look me in the eyes, yeah? I am the captain now. I am the one that's in charge. You understand? I don't care if you've got 59 children. I am here. I have arrived. Do you know what I mean? You sit down. Kind of like how Messi turned up at PSG and told Mbappe to go and build his Lego blocks in the corner. That's exactly what's on down. Except the ages are inverted. So listen. Listen. When La Cobham speaks, you listen.
You listen. Yeah, you listen. Yeah? You listen. When La Cobham speaks, you fucking listen. Do you understand? I'm not going to tell you again. I'm not a youth merchant. I'm not a hype merchant. I didn't tell you about 10 of them who are, you know, so many of them that are just going to disappear. Even Lewis Bate, very, very good talent. Brilliant passer of the ball. Great technique. Beautiful. But I didn't even hype him. Do you know why?
I've been on Lewis Bate since 2020. Do you know what I mean? Early 2020. Do you know what I mean? Remember when we two of us used to have publications and we'd be writing articles and things back in the day? But I remember putting out a piece. See,
you know what someone just said? He said Livramento wrote KVP's name on the bench and said, "Have a seat, son." You're rude. You're rude. Oh my goodness. Listen, I didn't even hype up Lewis Bate because I said, you know what? It's not realistic for him and Gilmore to make it. It's just not. Like, you're not gonna have two little petite ball-playing midfielders in your team like consistently. It's not gonna happen. But we got so many others that I don't even talk about because I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. But I swore on life itself that Tino Livramento will be the truth, and he shall be it. Okay, he shall be it. And fair enough if you have better names like Hakimi. I'm all for the world class. But when you start talking about, Gymshark representatives like a Dami who missed a 1-on-1 for the second week running talk about end product.
Has Matisse frozen or is this me? Chat, you might let me know. Am I the one that's frozen or is it Matisse? You might
No,
tell
I
me.
think it might have been me for a second.
Was
Brother
he-
is more brother is more focused on the protein shakes and the creatine than he is on finishing. And you wanted him at the football club for what?
This brother, I'm sure he's probably a Johnson and Johnson sort of representative as well of all the oil he's putting on his body. You know what I'm saying? This guy's always oiling himself up, lubing himself up for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying?
Johnson's baby oil merchant. Johnson's baby oil merchant. Huh? You're trying to catch him and your hands just slip off of his arm. That was his tactic to give us some sort of quality in the team. Huh? What?
Man.
Crazy. Incredible, bro. And do you know what's mad? We produce the best fullbacks, bro. You only have to look at Tyreek Lamptey, Reece James, Livramento, Sterling. Everybody was getting a bit frothy on him in pre-season. He's nowhere to be seen now. But people were excited. We are literally the kings of creating fullbacks. So why would you go elsewhere when you have food at home? When you have food at home and you have good food. This is not a situation where you want a cornetto and there's choc ices in the fridge. There is actually good food at home and you're complaining. You're ungrateful bastards. Varane has said, I am not a J5 hater, but today he had a few mistakes. He was finding it a bit hard to deal with physicality today. We need a physical mid. Listen, nothing has changed. Jorginho is a top midfielder. He's a UEFA Player of the Year. And if he doesn't get it, then so help me God, I will be on my way to Switzerland to sort someone out. In fact, I think that's FIFA headquarters. I need to find out where UEFA is.
Is this somewhere in France? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
It's
But
probably one of those, those random French areas and everything. Somewhere like me, like, oh no, you're right. It's in Switzerland.
It's in Switzerland too. Okay, fine.
No,
We can do
no
two
worries,
for. We can do a 2-for-1 deal.
No problem.
We can do a 2-for-1 deal.
Tickets are not too expensive. They're like 2,000 euros, so we'll be going there straight up. You know what I'm saying? You might should just give him his trophy.
But listen, we still do lack that profile. We need a fourth midfielder. This is not new information. Nobody is breaking any news here. I am not a journalist. We need another midfielder. Of course, we only have 3. So unless we are going to use Ampadu, who's not the most physical, and Tuchel wants to believe in that. But for me personally, I think Ampadu, he didn't really have the greatest couple of loans. We need to find a proper loan for him, or we obviously probably keep him and nurture him and look after him. If we get rid of like Emerson, who should be going to Lyon or wherever, then maybe you replace, I don't know, Emerson with Ampadu in terms of squad numbers. If you sell Zuma and you keep Trevor, you've still got the same amount of defenders as you did. Yes, you had an extra left back. Now maybe you have an extra centre back, but Ampadu can play in midfield. But you do need a physical midfielder. So someone like Tchouameni coming in would be great. You know, Kante and Jorginho complement each other very well. You could have Tchouameni complement Kova very well. You've got 4 brothers and you've got all the profiles you need. You've got box to box. You've got players that can pass. You've got tackle interceptions. You've got build up play. You've got press resistance. You've got everything. Everything you could possibly want. Is he in Lyon? Is he already there? Okay, cool. I missed his plane. I missed his flight. I must have been focusing too much on the 10 million Lukaku quotes I've seen this week. I've never seen somebody talk so much, you know. Biography he's writing. Trust. The TL is just bare quotes.
Fam. The TL is actually mad. But I want to say though, like on Jorginho from Varane is like, I don't feel like we shouldn't be going for a midfielder because of his performance. I mean, his performance today, there were skips and points in the game where like he was things were a bit sticky, iffy, but you're not going to doubt his overall quality because of one game. Do you know what I'm saying? Except from that very one dreadful performance against West Brom where things were that's all right. But listen, at the end of the day, like the thing with Jorginho is like you've got to look at the player, you've got to respect what's going on with him as well. And yeah, we definitely need that profile of midfielder, like Matisse said. Who that midfielder is, I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, Declan Rice is not happy with what's going on in terms of his valuation at West Ham. Tchouameni, we don't know what's happening in that regard as well. I'm hearing shouts of Niguez Saul or however, I don't know how to pronounce his name, from Atletico Madrid. Even though I don't feel like he's the correct profile. I mean, if Tuchel wants, Tuchel gets what he needs. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Chelsea are probably working on it. But then again, I've seen news that we're still looking to Koundé. I mean, for me, I understood going for Koundé back and also understand not going for Koundé. So I don't know what's going on with regards to this midfield situation. But then again, let's just say as things unfold, because I agree that we need another midfielder. But I'm not saying, oh, let's get a midfielder to bench Jorginho, because I'm not about that. You know what I mean?
If we're gonna do a deal for Koundé, I do understand it, because obviously we've got defenders that are running out of contract.
Yeah.
Defenders are aging. And yeah, we've got talent coming through. Levi Colwell, please make sure you remember the name. Huddersfield winner, please. Another one that's coming through. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant profile. Left-footed, tall as hell, physical, great passer of the ball. Keep an eye out. But we've got issues defensively in the future. So I can understand getting Koundé, but I would prefer we actually get Koundé and then loan him back to Sevilla. Yeah. So maybe we can get him a bit cheaper. So maybe if we do a deal with Sevilla like we did with Pulisic, where we get him a bit cheaper, we loan him back to Sevilla, so they get a whole year to prepare for his outgoing. He has another good season, and then we have him coming in next year when some defenders are either going to leave, Thiago Silva, Aspi, or something goes on there. Right now, it would be an overload. Now, for everybody saying, where is Anita? I have seen your cries. I have seen your calls. I have seen your complaints. I have seen everything. But unfortunately, I'm here to tell you, it's not possible today. It's not possible.
Unfortunately.
I tried to set it up, but she's busy today. Okay. But yeah. So she went to the game, guys. She went to the game. No, it's not. I'm not building it up for her to actually come in, please. No, I spoke to her, but she was at the game and then she has to go somewhere straight away. I was gonna actually try and ring her there for a second, just for the banter, but I think she's busy.
She's covering stuff.
Yeah, she's covering stuff. Remember, guys, when I said to you last week, Anita also joined Football London, big up as well, just like Carefree Youth, and she's writing full time for Football London as well as part of the Reach program. So she's going to be a lot busier this season. She's going to be working full time with them. So, but we will try and get her on every time we do this. Like I said, if she can, she can. If she can't, we keep it moving. But so hopefully for maybe Liverpool, like I said, for Liverpool, I think I'm going to be on Don Robbie for the Liverpool game. So I probably won't be doing the watch along there, but you can just watch me on Don Robbie's channel. I'm going on there, see what that's confirmed. Like. Yeah. Test the waters. I want to see if they can handle me. Okay. I want to see if they can handle the success. I want to see if they can handle the European success amongst them. It's not so easy. Okay. We went on AFTV, and now we are just slowly just getting in there and just, I want to see if they can handle it. So we shall see. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go on there. We're going to go on there, shake a couple of hands, introduce them to a little bit of European success, and see if they are well.
People are still trying to do this Damnita thing.
This Damnita is a serious. That's a.
Bro, I can't believe. I don't
what a hashtag that is. That just looks right. Damnita.
Have you not seen this? They've been trying to ship it since last season.
Yeah, but I've never seen the hashtag though.
Bro, they've been doing this hashtag for months.
So make sure you support me next week when I go on there. I think AGT will probably be on there, Alex. And we are going to clean up on the Don Robbie channel. We're going to clean. We are going to mop up the place and we're going to clean it up and make it blue, make it nice, make it successful. And I'll be back for the game after. So in terms of that, we'll try and do a review stream for Liverpool probably a lot later than we usually do. So maybe it'll be a couple hours later after I do the podcast with Alex. I'll see what Dami's saying, see what Anita's saying. We could do a late one. And like I said, I'm going to have the link as well for Dami's video. He's done his own review. That will be pinned at the top of the chat in a second. And make sure you guys check that out as well. Let's see. What else is the comment saying? FPL. Dami, do you have an FPL team this season? Or did you forget?
No, I unfortunately haven't. I don't have one, unfortunately.
Lord have mercy. You could have done one with your subscribers.
I mean, no, not even about that. Like I told them, I've linked them to yours. I've linked them to other people in and around. I've shared FPLs, but don't worry, FPL, we'll do that next season. Don't worry. I feel like we've got more important things to concentrate on.
Yes. I'm going there and I'm going to have the popcorn. I'm a big popcorn lover. If you are going to see my mouth moving a lot, I'm going to make sure that I enjoy. Listen, I am traveling halfway across the city. I am going to be eating, feasting. In fact,
halfway across the city. Is that far away?
Yeah, it's from south to north. It's long. Actually, the whole cross. I'm going across the whole city. Yeah, Finsbury Park from as far as hell. So I'm definitely going to be. I'm going to be drinking.
Finsbury Park.
I'm going to be having. Yes, I'm going to be having my apple juice. My apple juice, my popcorn. I'm going to be feasting, and hopefully a win. Liverpool's going to be a tough game. Very, very tough game. So bear that in mind. That's going to be levels above this match. Are you confident going into Liverpool now? We're going to go for maybe 5 more minutes, Dami. How are you feeling going into Liverpool, bro?
Of course, I'm comfortable of going into Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Like, this
Man said
Liverpool
comfortable, not confident. Man's comfortable.
Bro, I'm
Comfortable in the
comfortable.
ends.
Bro, I'm comfortable. Oh, you saw the video I tweeted out, didn't you? Did you see that tweet as well?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, but when what was it? Was it something to do with Ben White not being available?
Yeah, I said Lukaku when Ben White, when he sees that Ben White isn't playing in it. But then now, like I said, for me, it's a situation where Liverpool, obviously a very good team, but at the end of the day, do you know who else is a very good team? Matisse, you gotta go with the big dog mentality. You've got to go with that big dog. Liverpool,
we're going there to win, yeah.
They should be scared of us, bro. And you know what it is as well? Like, obviously, both teams have started off quite well. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to come out and act like things have been quite, like, more or less equal. If I'm not mistaken, Liverpool and Chelsea are equal on points and goal difference. So now is the time to start building that gap. United have dropped 2 points. People might think they are not title challengers. Let the gap increase. Let us start gapping all these dons right from the beginning. We're going to Anfield. It's going to be a very lethal atmosphere from the opposition fans. But big man Virgil, make sure your legs are ready because we've got big man Lukaku in the building. You understand? That's what's going on. And that is the bottom line because I said so.
I'm telling you, yeah, it's going to be a madness to see that clash. Because obviously, let's be fair, this week, it wasn't really fair. Yeah. The matchup was actually completely wrong. It was almost disrespectful.
I felt like it was like training because obviously the players haven't really got time to sync up with Lukaku yet. Now that they've sort of done it you see what I mean? Like,
they got a whole week ahead of them, bro. A whole week to establish some sort of connection. What's my FPL? What I shall do is I shall find the code and I shall put it for you somewhere. Just wait 1 second. But you are very late joining the league, so you are going to be behind, sir. But even still, you can feast. It's funny because I put the code out for this on All You Can Eat Chelsea on the Thursday. The deadline was on the Friday. We still had a whopping 700 plus people get it with very short notice. But yeah, that's partly why I did it. I just wanted to see who was woke. But also now, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you guys to catch up. But anyway, it's not impossible. Yeah, it's been a tough week for people in the FPL. Bruno didn't score, Salah didn't score. It's been a long week. I'm going to put the code in the chat now. So look out for that. How many points you got? I'm going to check my points. It's not even allowing me to even type. What is this phone doing? Okay, cool. This phone is moving mad, moving reckless, as they say. What I shall do is I shall take mental note and I shall put it in the banner. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. The code is coming for you. But in terms of my team, in terms of points, if you want an update, you man are really invested in the FPL, aren't you, this season? Let's see. I'm sitting on a whopping, disgusting 46 points. It's been a rough week. The average is 43. The average is 43. It's peak this week, people. The highest got 105. I don't know where he picked that up from. I had Bruno Fernandes as captain. He didn't do nothing. I had Rafinha on the bench. He got 7 points. He scored against Everton. Ings and Calvert-Lewin saved my ass. Salah didn't do nothing. I got Ben Rama to play tomorrow, and that's about it. It's peak, people. Yeah, it's long. Timiskas for Liverpool obviously got 11 points. Trent, if you had Trent, Mane, Jota, all these brothers, you feasted. You know what I mean? If you have Greenwood, you feasted. But apart from that, it's long. If you had Lukaku, you feasted. But it's long. So yeah, but that's to be expected, isn't it? It's been a peak week for everybody. I think everybody's, in terms of favorite selections and Salahs and Brunos and whatnot, everybody's kind of tanked. Let me put this up at the bottom of your screen now for you guys. I don't know if you wanted the code or you just want to know how many points I have, but you're going to get both. So there you go. Here's to a successful watch along as well today, people. I don't know how we managed that, but we managed to have a timer, which was quite incredible today. Now, whether
I messed up at one point.
It literally just stopped. It just stopped. But it is what it is. We tried our best. But yeah, people, we're gonna wrap up. Dami, let them know where to find you, bro. Let them know the content you just put out as well. It's pinned at the top of the chat for the review.
Yep. Big up my people, I'm saying we're back again on review settings, obviously. Like Matisse said, might have just been two of us most times this season because obviously all the others, they're all entering executive bosses and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They're not really at that level no more. But at the end of the day, like people are out here. So be sure to check out my channel, The Grand Dam. You know what I'm saying? Just type that into the YouTube search bar or whatever platform you're on. Every platform that content can come out, you find me with that at. So yeah, that's it. Big up to Victor is a G, man. He's always consistent.
Victor's a G. He doesn't stop. And Victor, what we're gonna do on these reviews is we're gonna channel everybody to Instagram as well. Make sure you follow my Instagram. I need to get 10K. I'm under big pressure, people. Joel is literally telling me if I don't get 10K by the end of the year, he's dropping me. I'm joking. But make sure you follow me on Instagram. I need the 10K on Instagram. It's the swipe up button. It's all these things and all these opportunities man's missing to elevate and move up in this game for more opportunities. They're saying, no, your Instagram's not. All right, cool. So I put content out on my Instagram. You know those short clips, people that I used to do on Twitter? They're on Instagram. So check it out. I put out a video. I was trolling DG. I was trolling Joel. I was trolling Turkish. I did a little video, little short one, not long, 1 minute, whatever it is. Nice and short like it was on Twitter. So go and show that some love. I would really appreciate it. Like it up, leave some comments. Tag any Arsenal fans you know. I'm being a bitch, okay? I've got my sunglasses on. I am literally being obnoxious, annoying, and doing Lukaku prop. And that's all you need in 1 minute. You don't need anything else than that. So yeah, big up. Make sure you follow the Instagram. The link is in the chat with Victor. Make sure you check out Dami's review as well. We're going to be back on Football Shenanigans on Tuesday, 1 p.m. Is it 1 p.m.? Yeah, 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. Is it, yeah? Yes. So there you go. So we're starting to get back to normality. And like I said, hopefully we can bring Anita to the trio and maybe even Simon Meyer as well. But listen, these guys are elevating. You don't understand. Yeah. Listen. You think my boys are not elevating? They are. Yes. You see, last season we had them for previews. Now they're on Ian Wright's podcast and on Sky Arts on TV. Do you understand the levels to this game? Our boys are thriving. They're eating. They're hungry. And they're doing
Gucci, bro.
So yeah, we'll try and grab them when we can. But yeah, if we can get everybody one day, it's gonna be a mad review, especially if we've done a battering as well. Listen, Mayo, Ian Wright.
Before we wrap up as well, like, I want to ask you, like, it's a bit of a joke thing and a bit of a side, whatever. But recently, as you can probably see in your comment section, they say I look like Shrameni. Do you see it? I don't see it, bro. I don't see it.
Hold on. Let me just get an image of you. Let me get an image of Tushimeni on my phone. I don't want to.
Bro, I feel like it's just like a black man with an afro, and they're like, yeah, that's Shrameni. I think that's what they've seen. Let me take off my glasses. I don't see it.
It's us. A little bit. Just a little. I
don't see it. I'm telling you.
Just a little.
These guys are mocking it, man.
Just a little.
See them in the comments.
But he's a baller, so it's not a problem.
If
you can play like Tushimeni, go and get your boots on. Let's go. Get in that midfield.
I have no idea. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. I'm telling you. Someone said Monster. Monster definitely doesn't look like him. I don't think so. Because he doesn't have the hair. He doesn't have the hair for it. Yeah. But anyway. Well, smash the likes, people. Subscribe. Like I said, check out the review on Dami's channel. Check out my Instagram as well. Follow it up if you can. That would help me greatly. I don't care about Twitter. I just need Instagram. If I could swap all my followers on Instagram for Twitter, I'd be able to eat lavishly every day of the week. Okay? So this is very important to me. Okay, goodbye. Perfect.
You know, that's good. My light died right as you did that as well. You know?
I'm up to my old tricks again. We are still live.
Oh, yeah, back on your old My light died. I'm not even capping. My light.
Oh, you look really cool though. That looks kind of cool, bro.
But my light, my main light died. It literally just died.
But this looks dope. This looks really. Do you not think so? Look at the blue and like you look like you're in the movies. Like you're in a movie. Yeah, it looks mad. Yeah. I don't know. You should be. What? Oh, you might want to run with this. We might have stumbled onto something right here. This is behind the scenes. Welcome to behind the scenes conversations, people.
Jeez.
You might have stumbled onto something here. Shit. This guy
Bro.
might have the best lighting in the whole game. Okay.
Bro,
Purple.
I told people the quality. That's why whenever YouTube shags me again. I don't know why they're not pushing notifications. These man are on crack. See what I'm saying?
This is why we have to go to Twitch and make them fight over each other.
Twitch?
Victor, I love you. You are spamming. I love it. This is the one time spamming is acceptable. Okay, we're going
The
to go now.
Godfather 618. Man, have you seen this comment?
Fam, I need to wrap up. This is meant to just be like a little credit scene. You know, after the movie's over and like you get a little credits. This is what this is. Big Six is not on tonight. It's on Monday, bro. It's on Monday. But yeah, this is the credits. So welcome. We're gonna be doing this a lot. So if you missed the credits, then yeah, I guess shame on you. All right, I'm done. I need to go and get something to eat. Cheerio.